Okay, so I'm assuming that most of you already know about the focal point of this video. You guys already know what Raid Shadow Legends is, because I know a lot of you watch a lot of YouTube, okay? Now, for those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, Raid Shadow Legends is a freemium mobile game, actually considered something called a gacha game, where basically the monetization of the game is similar to loot boxes and things like that. The entire gameplay revolves around you basically having to spend money or spend ridiculous amounts of time trying to earn things. Most of the time, they're not really fun, they aren't enjoyable whatsoever, but they make a shit ton of money, so I guess it's okay at the end of the day. It's also become like a massive meme because of how much money that they actually put out towards YouTube sponsorships, where they'll sponsor videos just like this one as long as they can get some more players into the game spending money. But recently, they've been just kind of flat out lying and acting weird, and I think it's about time that I call them out, okay? I worked on a video, right? It's been a couple months ago, probably back in January at this point, where I was just gonna call them out already, you know? This video basically would have just been a sequel to that one, but I never released it because I just worked on a bunch of other videos, and I felt like everybody already knows how shit Raid Shadow Legends actually is, so I just kind of moved on with my time, but I think now, the way that they're acting, it kind of deserves a little bit more, because they're just kind of blatantly lying to people, right? They're just blatantly lying about what they do, how they behave, how they advertise. But before we get into this video, I just want to let everybody know that this video is sponsored by, you thought I was going to say Raid Shadow Legends, shopopti.com. The best place to get Optimus merch. A lot higher quality than it used to be, and it's a great way to support the channel. Link is down below, of course, but going back to the entire Raid Shadow Legends thing here, I mean, they've sponsored so many YouTubers that I couldn't even really count if I wanted to. I mean, I just don't even know the depths that they've gone financially to just go ahead and sponsor all these YouTubers. I mean, I know it has to get expensive, the way that they were shilling money out. They were handing out money to literally almost anyone with any following that would advertise this game, and I even got offers from Raid Shadow Legends to advertise this game. And I'm not going to disclose how much they offered me, but I do have to say it was a pretty good amount of money. Like, it was pretty crazy. I mean, if it wasn't Raid Shadow Legends, I probably would have taken the offer, honestly. But I guess this whole thing really started out not when they were sponsoring everybody, but when they actually just openly lied about it, man. So Tipster, who is a news channel here on YouTube, actually tweeted back on February 25th and said, "Does anyone at Dollar Shave Club or Raid RPG want to help a brother out?" Dollar Shave Club is another one of those massive YouTube sponsors. But Raid actually responded on their official Twitter, which for some reason is not verified or anything, but "Hi there, we do not sponsor. We cooperate only with those YouTubers who play our game and want to be our influencers. We do not pay money for it, Alina." Okay, so here's where I guess I have to step in and say something, okay? I mean, the game itself is shit. Let's be honest, the game is horrible. I have tried playing this game before, because I thought, you know, if everyone's advertising this, it can't be that bad, right? It is exactly that bad. The game is not good whatsoever. I mean, even down to the fundamentals, it's no fun. But to claim that you don't sponsor when there's so many advertisements from you guys is just, it's ridiculous, okay? I mean, essentially any YouTuber with a following probably has had emails from your representatives before trying to get advertisements placed on their videos. To act like this is something that can't be verified or proven is nuts. Apparently they cooperate only with those YouTubers who play their game and want to be their influencers, which, I mean, honestly is weird because you'll see channels that are making, I don't know, history videos and they have a Raid Shadow Legends implementation into their video. Really, I would say that's kind of out there for somebody who plays your game and wants to be your influencer. I've never played Raid Shadow Legends a day in my life here on my channel. I've never used it for gameplay, nothing like that, and I've gotten offers from this company for promo on my channel as well. So to say this openly is kind of ridiculous, knowing that pretty much everybody knows that you offer pretty much everyone money. I mean, you're literally a goddamn meme on the internet for how much you do this, for how much you offer money to people. I don't even know why they would try to openly say this, and then they say they do not pay money for it. I mean, who you fooling? You pay anyone money to promote this game. I mean, I know it might be sounding a bit harsh here, but they literally will pay anyone money to play this game. Like, if you have probably above 10,000 subscribers, you're trying to make a little extra paycheck on the side here, literally just go email Raid. Like, find their email or whatever, find some sort of, like, media agency that can get you a brand deal. They will probably give you an offer. I mean, they'll probably pay you pretty well, too. So, of course, the response to this was just insane, because everybody knows that, like, they do this and that they offer people money for these kinds of things. And just to kind of reiterate here, I don't really have a problem with people taking Raid Shadow Legends' money. I don't really have an issue with it. Sure, the product probably isn't the best. I don't think it's a good game or anything like that, but with all the shit going on here on YouTube, I mean, I don't blame people for trying to get an extra paycheck. Like I said, if it was a better game, or if it was like a better product, I probably would have taken the money. But I know Raid Shadow Legends is not a good product, and I did not want to advertise it on my channel. Not to sound like I'm on a fucking high horse or anything like that. Like I said, I respect people, you know, chasing the bag. I respect that. And honestly, I have a level of respect for what Raid does for the YouTube community, because like I said, with everything going on, you know, the mass demonetization, all these other problems where entire swaths of YouTube channels are just getting flat out demonetized, Raid and these other sponsors really do kind of fill a void that realistically needs to be filled. I mean, products, they need to be sponsored at the end of the day. I mean, businesses could not really function without sponsorships, and at the same time, YouTubers, thousands of them, probably would not make it along without that money coming in, without the sponsorships and all these other brand deals that they get. But where my problem comes in is when you're just flat out lying to everybody, or at least attempting to lie to everybody, because what you're doing is semi-respectable, but what you're doing now is not respectable at all. But Raid has formally responded on their Twitter, guys. It's official. They have responded to the entire situation. Obviously, they got completely destroyed because of what they said. So they decided that they were going to drop a extremely professional response to this entire situation, which I have to say, man, this is how a company should operate all the time. You gotta, I guess, own up to your mistakes, okay? It just, that's the way life goes. But let me go ahead and give a little piece of advice to literally any company potentially watching this video. Literally. From like 3 customers a year all the way up to Fortune 500. If you're gonna respond to something publicly, please do not use a Discord screenshot in order to officially reply to something like this. It looks completely ridiculous, especially when your company makes an insane amount of money off of a gacha game, you know? Millions upon millions of dollars. I think you guys can hire a better PR team than what you really got here. But here we go, guys. We're gonna first read the Discord screenshot, because that's what I guess really is the blunt force of this whole response here. So Cirilla, I'm guessing it's somebody who works at Raid. Hey, some of you may have already seen this response published on Twitter by one of our representatives the other day. We feel that we owe an explanation regarding this one, as the reply is rather confusing. What Alina was talking about in this tweet is our cooperation with the group of YouTube content creators, the players that create tutorials, reviews on our game, and with whom we have a direct communication channel and a special support program. However, Alina was not referring to our marketing advertising campaign in the reply, which has led to confusion and misunderstanding. In any event, individuals taking part in a paid sponsored marketing campaigns through YouTube and similar platforms are obligated to include proper disclosure. We apologize for this, it was just a simple human mistake. We certainly did not mean to mislead anyone and do rely on your understanding here. Okay, so let me go ahead and point out the obvious issues here. Number 1, the fact that we're using a Discord screenshot, completely unprofessional. Number 2, had they not posted this Discord screenshot, literally like, what, 1% of everyone who knows about Raid, maybe, and that's highballing it really, would have, I guess, seen this response and understood this, because obviously not everyone's in their Discord. Number 3, Alina wasn't referring to the marketing advertising campaign, so if that's the case, why did she not disclose that? Why didn't she just say that she was talking about your special support program and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are things that obviously, and they know this, should have been disclosed from the jump, but it took them a long time to make this reply. The initial post was on February 25th, and just today, March 3rd, is when they officially replied on Twitter, where, you know, this whole thing actually happened to everybody about this. That's a pretty long pause of communication with you and your fans, quote unquote. Hi guys, so some of you may have seen the reply posted here earlier by one of the company's representatives regarding our cooperation with YouTubers. The reply was rather confusing and one-sided, so we'd like to shed some light on the situation. So we're talking about one of the biggest mobile games in the world, if not the biggest mobile game in the world right now, doing this kind of shit. I mean, I would say it's a little bit different maybe if it's like a YouTuber or something doing this, because like, I don't know, they're not really held to maybe the same level of professionalism as, you know, a massive mobile game company is. But even then, let's just think about that. So Raid is telling me that they have a community of people who, you know, make a bunch of content on the game and things like that, and they don't compensate them in any way. Like, they have a special support program, and there's no compensation for, like, strictly uploading Raid Shadow Legends gameplay, or streaming it, or reviewing their game. There's no sort of compensation whatsoever. I mean, maybe they're not lying, but to me, I don't know about that. I mean, something about that doesn't sound right. They don't get flown out to any events, and they don't, you know, get free hotels or food or anything like that, because at the end of the day, that is kind of compensation. None of that kind of stuff whatsoever. If that's the case, then why in the fuck do you even have a special support program? Like, if you're not doing anything with these creators whatsoever, why even have some sort of program where they can have direct communication with the company? I don't know. All I'm really saying is maybe get a better PR department. I mean, this is a company, once again, that makes a stupid amount of money off of this game. There is no reason that it should be going down this kind of path here. And just by making a video like this, honestly, I'm probably shying away potential sponsors here on my channel. I've kind of come to that realization because, I mean, I'm openly shitting on a company that has offered me money in the past. Companies really don't have to worry about this kind of thing as long as they're not behaving this way, but once again, good way to support my channel. Get yourself some merchandise. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on my channel, follow me over on Twitter at @SubToptimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. Surefire way to get notifications of all my newest content. Make sure to check out OpTube down below, lots of great things going on down there as well. Thank you to my channel members, your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, I guess calling Raid Shadow Legends out on what they've been doing, and signing out.